Hi, TAKful Creator here. Okay, let's get started. May God the Creator bless us. May God the Redeemer heal us. May God the Holy Spirit enlighten us. Give us eyes to see, ears to hear, and hands to do the work of God. Feet to walk the path of justice, and mouths to preach the good news. May the angel of peace, prosperity, love, and abundance watch over us and lead us to the reign of God. Ashe. Okay, so first I would like to say we're gonna focus on healing. Okay, so in the Christmas cheer, it's all supposed to be about gratitude and appreciation. But during this time, in order for you to even unlock that level, that frequency, you need to first be aligned with personal peace, right? That can't happen unless we tame that internal entropy, that internal bubbling up. Think of like a pot of water on the stove. Once you simmer the pot, now you're able to have the external peace that you need, right? Everything around you could be still. If you are that ripple, there's nothing externally that's going to assist you in that. Okay, so it takes healing. So right now I have healing hertz playing. It's 741 hertz to be exact, and it's to heal toxins and stuff. I'm a bit congested because of all the weather issues, and I mean weather issues because the weather is kicking out systems and causing other issues because it's so erratic. If it was more consistent, the other systems around it would be able to adapt. But because it's more sporadic, the systems don't know what to do with it. It fluctuates too much and causes issue. And I think that is so important to the reading for today. And I see we have confirmation before we even calibrate the pendulum. But you can see that we're working with the yin-yang energy today. So, yeah, show me yes. Thank you. I appreciate your confirmation. Show me no. Thank you. Appreciate your confirmation and that we're on the right track. Ooh, I love that spin. I do. Okay, I normally ask who's here with us, but if we're speaking on healing, Archangel Rafael's here, Archangel Gabriel's here for guidance to assist Archangel Rafael with the healing, and God's here as a supervisor per usual, just to make sure that everything is moving in divine flow. Right? Okay, so let's just jump into the reading. We know it's about healing, but healing from what energy specifically? Okay. Positive high vibe energy. Are we healing from that? No. That is the objective. Okay, the attainable objective. But we're healing from this upset energy, the fact that there is a lack of compassion and compromise and some kind of situation that is meant to be agreeable and graceful, right? But we know that some demonic energy that was turned on the chosen one has been overturned, but we have to figure out why this chosen one is in reverse. And I'm pretty sure it's because of this imbalance of energy here, right? Because we can see that in the upright we have positive high vibe, which I'm sure this chosen one is still maintaining, an agreeable and graceful nature, which this chosen one of course would maintain or will have to maintain in order to be high vibe, but they are internally upset and angry. Okay, so what is this internal upset and anger from? That could be the unhealed trauma, okay, that entropy that we were talking about earlier. And so what happens? Well, there's a demonic energy. There was a demonic energy. I appreciate the confirmation. There was a demonic energy that was causing this graceful and positive person to be overly compromising and overly compassionate in a way that was removing the chosen nature from them. They turned back into a people pleaser, right? Not understanding the boundaries, not understanding the personal accountability and personal responsibility that must be understood before you can help anyone else, before you can do anything for anyone else, right? So I believe if we have a balance of 3 in the positive, 3 in the negative, we need to figure out how to reverse, right? And let me just put the cards back how they were originally. We need to figure out how to get this upset and angry, this internal unhealed entropy, to be in reverse, so that this chosen one energy, right? And what I mean by chosen one energy, your soul is at a frequency of ascension, and it could be in the positive. And now we are fully balanced here. Okay, so how do we, again, going to put the cards back how they were originally. How are we going to switch these two? And that's what, oh, see, look, they already want to be overturned. But how are we going to do that? Okay. So let's just put these over here, so we know what we're working with. Let's get into this general read. I'm going to pre-warn you, this might be a lengthy message, so be prepared for multiple videos. Yay! Sorry, I would be a lot more excited, but like I told you, my congestion. This is all about healing the toxins in the body. The weather has been so erratic, and in my own ascension process, this spiritual warfare that, although it's nearing to the end, is not yet over, but we need to celebrate as if it is. That is the whole point of the manifestation process. All right. So let's see here. Okay. Oh, a cry for help to the police, and that is the energy of what we're starting with already. Cry for help to the police. From who? About what? We are going to figure that out. Ooh, about a funeral service? Yeesh. Someone's playing victim. Oh my gosh. Oh my, do you see how this story is unfolding? Now we see why this chosen person has this internal upset and anger, even though they're maintaining this a positive and agreeable, graceful nature. Suppressing whatever demonic or negative energy that is being sent their way, but also staying firm in their boundaries, not letting this people-pleasing nature cause them to regress, go back to being that version of themselves that isn't ideal. Okay, make a wish, y'all, make a wish. And again, when we make wishes, as spiritualists, we affirm, we don't believe. Okay? Affirming, believing, you are seeing the lie and accepting it for what it is. And honestly, that's a fool's journey. It's a fool's journey because you are accepting your limitations then. And don't get me wrong, we all have to go on the fool's journey in order to unlock the next spiritual journey, right? To unlock the next spiritual level. We all have to be on the fool's journey. But in that, we are subconsciously believing. We are consciously affirming. Okay, so that's what I mean here. I'm going to make that. I don't want to attack anyone. Here is a no judgment zone. I'm not attacking anyone. So if you feel attacked, that is your internal upset and anger letting you know there's a part of you that needs to be healed and why. Okay, I'm just offering information. Actually, I shouldn't use just, because I'm not minimizing it. Okay, so when these cards fell out, untrustworthy fell out into my lap. So yeah, we're not going to pull those cards, because that just means that whatever energy that's causing this upset is still pushing negative energy at this chosen one. Okay, so we have here, make a wish. You are the main character, so stay in your main character energy by being positive and agreeable, graceful, but not compromising, not overly compassionate. Okay, and don't play into anyone's negative energy. Just stay firm, right? Main character energy. And just honestly quiet quit. I know, normally you're not supposed to do that, right? But no cap, quiet quit. because the people pushing this, and I say people, so I'm seeing that it's more than one, that are pushing this demonic energy, right? This overly compromising, you need to let go of parts of yourself in order to, be sacrificial in a sense. Let go of parts of yourself in order to accommodate these possessive people, over maybe physical possessions. One or the other or both. I don't know. For sure. Your story can resonate with something different. If you have multiple stories here, it can resonate differently than me asserting one specific path. So a lot of the time you want to go to cards and go to cards are kind of like all encompassing. So go to cards, go to spiritual guides and gurus, and watch videos and all this other stuff to receive definite answers, when in actuality it's only to receive guidance. Not even advisement, to receive guidance. Advisement means that you trust the information and you're going to move with it based on your discernment and your trust. If that's the case, there's no backlash. But if you're moving in kind of like a low vibrational way and you're looking for answers in a way that's finite, there's no room for flexibility, there's no room for, maybe a miracle being thrown in there at the last minute, even though the reading was so negative. Like, if you're not opening yourself up to the possibilities, you're not allowing the divine to move in the way it only can move. So you're blocking yourself. So even if you feel like you align with the message, it may not align for you because you haven't opened up your perspective enough to receive maybe the positive aspects of this. So you would be stuck in the negative aspects, right? Now, if it was the reverse, we wouldn't have a problem, right? You'd be stuck in the positive ones and you moving forward, everything's great, yeah. So, I'm not going to really talk about that, because if it was just positive, we could just move on. But I'm being called to express the negative until I have the internal feeling of it being understood. So that means that, and it's no harm to anyone, it just means I need to stop saying just. See, it means that my delivery could be more tactful and concise. And with one audience, it could be perfect. With another audience, it may need some tweaking. And that's the whole point of being on this journey, understanding who your audience is based on the energy that you're tapping into, and then being able to express the information specific to that community so that they can get that information and move with it. It's not like a teacher at a public school, is more so like a teacher at a very small private school. You went from a class of 30 to 60 to a class of maybe 5 to 20. And 20 is like a lot in like a private school setting, maybe 15. So just imagine the one-on-one attention, the personal care that you can receive from having that dialogue that is specific to your understanding, right? And okay, that's we're there. Okay, that's the moment. I don't have the entropy anymore. We're there. Okay, so I'm going to continue to shuffle. I saw a few readers shuffle like this. One reader and specifically, and you guys already know her, I don't even need to say her name, she's so awesome. She shuffles like this, and I noticed like when I first started, I would shuffle more so like regular playing cards. Spiritual mentor guide, mixed breed, I used to shuffle like this, but then once you add more cards, you get more messages, you expand, and your practice has to expand too, right? You have to move and flow, you have to adapt to what's happening, and in adapting to that, I now have to shuffle like this if I'm called to use the messages together. We're calling judgment. Yikes. Let's see what we have here. Uh-oh, we're calling judgment on a possessive person about possessions. Not good. Okay, tune back in for this reading.